When you watch a popular YouTube gaming channel, you've probably noticed that the gameplay looks really good. No scan lines from the TV, crisp, clear colors, it looks professionally done. Maybe the most likely idea as to how this could happen would be a camera angled just so, but there's actually a lot more to it than you think. So then, how do they do it? Hello everybody, YoshiGuy64 here, and this is the Elgato Game Capture HD60S. It's a little rectangular block that almost fits right in the palm of your hand. This and others like it are called capture cards, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. Now that's all well and good, but what exactly do they do? Well, let's take a look at this one, the model that I mentioned earlier. On both sides are HDMI ports, and on one side is a USB port, but to understand why they're there, you need to know what each one is for. The first port is an HDMI in port, which means that rather than outputting footage to a monitor or TV, it only receives input from a system. Essentially, this is the port that recognizes and interprets footage from the hardware that you plug into it. The other port, on the other hand, is an HDMI out port, allowing the user to plug the system back into the TV as they would normally. The USB port, however, is kind of where all the magic happens. When plugging it into the correct port on your computer and opening software like Elgato's own Game Capture HD, the card can record footage as though it's coming right from your system. Because, well, it is. So at this point you're probably thinking, well, why exactly do I need one of these? I already have HDMI ports on my computer, couldn't I just use one of those? Well, theoretically, yes, but there's a lot more to it than that. Pretty much all computers contain HDMI out. That's the reason they can plug into something like a monitor. But because of this, you're probably not going to be able to use it in the same way you would a capture card. It can't receive input from anything, it can only put it out. So with that information, where can you find something like a capture card? Well, they're actually in a couple different places and they're not that hard to find. Most of the time you can order it off a site like Amazon, but which one to get depends on what you want to use it for. AverMedia and Elgato are two well-known companies that make cards from $100 to $200. That said, things to think about might be low latency cards, which lower the amount of delay after input you see in your software, or 4K cards that increase the resolution of your gameplay. But either way, there are plenty of capture cards available on the market, and with how easy they are to get set up and use, it shouldn't be hard to find one that does exactly what you need it to do. And especially if you're getting into editing for websites like YouTube, especially on the gaming side of things, then these can help to be a major step up in quality. So thank you so much for watching this video, and even though it's not necessarily the normal Nintendo review content I make, I really hope you liked it anyway. Since I started making YouTube videos over a year ago, I've gotten very interested into what goes on behind the scenes, and for those who are interested, I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned. If you have video ideas or suggestions for the series, please let me know over on Tumblr or Instagram right over here. And if you'd like to see some more behind the scenes stuff, feel free to check out some of my creative streams and VODs over on twitch.tv. Link is right there. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for everything nerdy and Nintendo.